Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Skip Allen Paints. We've been talking about patterns in paper in this particular image, and I want to switch gears with this particular video and begin to talk about the brushes I use, some of the concepts of working with Impasto and this particular image. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to minimize that image and bring up a blank image that's 10 by 10 by 100 ppi. That's 10 inches by 10 inches by 100 ppi, or 1000 by 1000 by 100 ppi, 1000 pixels. Okay, and that's a standard size that I work with. Now, I didn't use too many brushes when I was working on that particular image, but one thing that I did forget to do is I usually take my gesso canvas, if that's what I'm working on, and I reduce the scale of it to about 60%. I forgot to do that in the painting, but it looks much better if you reduce that scale a bit. Now, one of my favorite brushes is not here, so I'll go find it. One of the brushes I used a lot in this particular image is SA Impasto 11M from Bristly Dabs. And let's see if I can do this. My cat is in my arms at the time I'm doing this, so it makes it hard for me to do this. But I'm going to try. There we go. All right, so now we've added SA Impasto 11 to the custom palette, and the cat is beginning to settle down. All right, so now we're at Impasto 11A. So I'm going to come over here and pick a nice kind of orangey color. And as I begin to paint with this, see that how it shows that texture right away? And it's kind of bristly as well. It's a real nice brush. Now, if you hold it down and don't pick it up, it runs out of paint, and then it will blend with the white that's on the canvas. It also will begin to build an impasto. See how that impasto tended to build a bit? Now let's take a different color to put in. Let's put this darker red orange in here. So if I start putting that in, see, I can smear it into the orange. And if I really press hard on it, not hard, but I mean increase my pressure, you can see that impasto coming in. So this is a nice brush to put down light areas of paint or thick areas. Another brush I liked a lot is SA Impasto 02M. Now, this brush it's like a little short brush that it only gives you a little short dab, see, like that. You don't get much with it. But if you hold it down, you can smooth it out, and you get these nice little bristly strokes. And so in conjunction with something like this, you can pick the pen up and keep adding paint by every time you hit the tablet with it, or you can hold your brush down, and that way you can keep painting, and that way you can blend in just like you could with the previous brush. But notice this one, it gives you a little bit of impasto, but not much texture. So again, it is a way to add small amounts of paint back to the image. So if I made this larger and I wanted to put something like, I don't know what I'd like to put down. Let's find a kind of a light color. Well, let's say we're going to put down this, that kind of pukey green. See how that would begin to put things down? And see, I don't worry about the fact that it does those little turns, because by the time I work over it, I've got some nice, brush strokes going and so forth. Now remember, if I'm down here, I've got to tap a few times to put the paint in so that I've got enough paint to work with. Otherwise, I'll just, it'll blend back to white. But this is a lot of fun to do. Now, these are some of the first brushes that I used on the painting to start it. Okay, we'll stop this video and we'll go to the next one, and I'll show you some other brushes. All righty, bye-bye.